Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another important video of learning SQL. And let us get started without wasting much time. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So, guys, we are in the seventh video of the series. I hope you are learning something new with every video. This is this is gonna help you a lot in your interview preparations and also in your SQL. So now let us see what are the questions we have got today. So we will discuss some theoretical and also some practical questions also in this video and also in the coming questions. Now, I know if you have attended SQL interviews, we know how much joins are important. Now there was one question like say what is the difference between the joins in SQL? Okay, so first of all, what are the joins that we have? First to join is inner join. We all know that, right? Inner join means what? We will take only returns only rows where there is a matching value in both tables. Right? We are going to see practically also, but I'm just telling you theoretically. Left join means what? Left join means nothing but returns only rows from the left table. Simple. When matching row is there, if there is no match, it will return null. Just remember this point. Same right join is opposite of this, returns only rows from the right table, and when there is no matching it will return null. Okay, this you need to understand, like say from where you are getting the data and from where you are getting the null value. This is what we need to remember. Basing on that only you will be asked the question in the interview. So next is outer join. Outer join means what? Returns all the rows from both the tables. So this is the, so if there is no match, it means it will return null value. This is what we need to understand and this is what we need to remember. So just to show you this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a two tables for you, and we are going to insert records and we are going to see joins here. Okay. So what I'm doing is three steps we will do. Okay. One, create. Second, insert. And third, apply join. Three things we are going to do now. Okay, apply joins. So first step, creating a table. So I'm just trying to create table because we have learned in the series how to create a table. I'm going to create a table called as students. Okay, and I'm opening the bracket here, and my first field is ID. Okay, I'm giving this as the data type as integer, followed by my second column is name, and I'm giving that as varchar of maybe 100 I'm going to give. Okay, and I'm going to close it. Okay, same likewise I'm going to create another table. Create table of course. Okay, create table course. Okay, so I need few columns in this, right? So I'm giving, let's say, student ID. Okay, student ID I'm giving, and I want this to be integer type. Same likewise I'm going to give course name here. And what is the data type I want? I want same varchar of 100 here. Okay, I'm going to give this, right? So these are my two tables that I'm going to create. Let us run this. Okay, I'm just trying to create. Okay, it created successfully. If you see, same likewise I'm going to create a table called as course. So two tables created successfully. What are those? Select star from students and select star from course. Two tables we have created. So this step is also very important for us, how to create a table. Now what, after creating table, what I'm doing, I'm trying to insert data, right? Inserting data. So what is the step? Insert into students. We want to insert data into students. So I'm trying to write that name. Okay. Uh, Insert into students values. Okay, opening the bracket, 1 comma alias. I'm giving the name as alias. Okay. And comma, I'm giving another record 2 comma, you know, comma. Okay, we need to close the bracket here, comma, open the bracket. Okay, I'm giving this value. Now let us see if this gets executed and we'll check the records. Okay, 3 rows affected if you see here. Okay, I'm going to run this table. We have table with students and 3 names in this ID, Alice, Bob, and Charlie. Same likewise, I'm going to insert into course. Okay, insert into course values. Okay, what are the values we want? So one is for max. Okay, see how I'm writing. Please follow that as well. 2 comma, I'm just writing physics. So SQL is something that you will learn with the practice. While uh, listening or reading, it will feel that okay, we know, but when we don't follow the order, you will get syntax error. Okay, so that's why I try to practice. Okay, and that is when you learn. I'm just trying to run this. Okay, 3 rows again affected. So if I run this, we got the data. Now we have 2 tables, students and course, along with the data. Okay, so if you remember, student ID is common in this, ID is common here. This okay. That so basing on that, we are going to do joins and observe the results here. So what I'm doing is select. So we'll write inner join statement here. Select students. So S dot I'll write as name. Okay, comma C dot course name. Okay, from students. Yes, I'm giving S as name. Okay, inner join course on what students, or you can write it as S dot ID is equal to. So I will write course as C is equal to C dot student ID, because that is what we have given here. This is the column, right? Now when I run this, only matching records we will get here. You see here in this students table, one is matching here, here. So we got the course name for this guy. For Bob, we got physics, but we do not have any record for this, so that's why that record didn't coming, and we are using inner join. So only common records we got. Likewise, if I use a left join here, observe the difference now. If I use left join instead of inner, I'll just change it to left join. So we should get all of these records, and wherever it is not matching, we should get null. I mean, at least for these three, we should get null. We should not get this fourth record. Let us see. See, we got Alice, we got Bob, we got Charlie. So for these two, we have a matching record. So it is printing that max and physics. But because for Charlie, we do not have any matching course here, it is printing null. That is what we need to understand. Now, when I do write, so this is becoming our right table, right? So which means what? We will get all the records from this table and only matching records from this table. Okay. So simply now if I run this, now see here, we got all of these three actually, max, physics, and biology. But because for biology we didn't have anything, it is not giving that. So that is what you need to understand, how the data is coming for inner join, left join, and outer join. I hope this has helped you a lot. Okay. So Okay, now you see when I run this outer join, I'm getting all the records from both the tables. Okay, so that's about your join. Okay, if you like the concept or explanation, please give a comment and like the video and share it across with your friends so that it can help them. Now, next video is, next question is, sorry, we might have heard about correlated subquery, and many have doubt, like say, what is correlated subquery? Correlated subquery is nothing but when your inner query requires some input to the outer query, and also that concept here basically. So remember the concept here. Okay, so that type of query if you're writing, that is called as correlated subquery. So maybe instead of explaining, I can just give you one query that can help you. So select, I'm simply writing select. Okay, like say e dot, I'll just write e1 dot name comma e1 dot salary, or maybe salary I'll write from emp e1. Okay, now I'm just pulling these records, or I'm getting these records based on some condition. Now what is that condition? Again, I'm writing one more query here. When e1 dot salary is greater than, I'm writing a subquery here. Select average of e2 dot sal from emp. So for this, I'm calling this as E2. Same, even though I'm using same table, just aliasing as it as different. Okay. So this is how you need to write, where we can write again where E1 dot emp uh, ename, I think. So we'll just check what are the rows we have here, and then we'll try to make a join here. So I'll just write emp number is equal to e2 dot emp number. That's it. Okay. Close the bracket here, semicolon. Now this is the query that will also get triggered, but my outer this result is based on this result, right? So when there is a dependency like this, it is called as correlated subquery. Okay, so it is scaling invalid name. Oh, where did it go? Okay, so we don't have name, we have ename. So it is giving. So there are no matching records. Okay, so that's how it works. Your correlated subquery. So if we ignore this, it is giving us all the list of employees which are greater than average salary. Simple. Okay, so first this will find out the average salary, and then it is giving. So this is, I mean, we don't need this condition actually. Okay, so that's about your correlated subquery. Next is about Windows. What is the question here? 81. This is about, so far we have discussed 81 questions in this. All of them are important here. Okay, so this is correlated subquery. So that's our 82nd question. Next is how does window functions work? So window function means what? When you are providing a certain range or a subset of data to calculate. Okay, so it performs calculation over a subset or a window of rows that are related to current row. Okay, which means you are providing only certain type of data to that to calculate. So that is called as window function. So example, if at all I want to give you what I am doing, I'm taking, let us take the example of again emp table. Select, I'm taking ename. Okay, I am taking salary. We know we have these two columns. Okay, I'm just writing a window function called as rank. Okay, rank over, what am I doing here? Order by salary descending I'm trying to do here. Okay. And I'm calling this as rank here from EMP table. Okay. Now what is this? What does this do? The rank function provides a rank to each employee based on their salary here without grouping the results, making them independent. Okay. So if I run this, it should give us the rank for each employee basing on their salaries. You see. So king is the top employee. Okay. So whether you want in ascending order or descending order, you can write it. Okay. So now again, next question is we might have faced this little tricky question like say, what is the difference between group by and partition? Okay. So group by means what? It group by means what? Groups rows with the same value into summary. Like say I'm trying to write, select, department number and I'm trying to write sum of a salary, right? So what does this do? From EMP table, group by department number. So you're grouping your department based on salary and you're giving total salary for each department here, right? So that is what the result is giving here. So this is your group by here. The same thing, partition means what? A partition is generally a window function, which means you are providing again a subset of data to calculate certain value. Okay. So used with the window function to divide the results into partitions. Okay. So it partitions the data. So example again, what can be the example for this? Okay. So above example is also an partition, but again here I can write another example. Select, I'm writing maybe name, comma, department number, average salary, or maybe we can write same thing here above department number, comma, average salary. I will write from maybe comma, average salary over partition by department number as average salary from EMP. Now, what is this doing? It is trying to calculate average salary for each department here. Okay. In above thing, what did we do? We calculated the total salary for each department. Now, here we are trying to calculate average salary per department. So, partition by how we are doing partition is important here. Okay. So, you can also try to find out rank for each, employee within the department also we can do. Okay. So, partition by department number. Okay, so this is what it is giving. See, for each department, you are getting only same average salary. It is not giving you different here. Okay, so if I write distinct, what will happen here? It will give you only three records. Okay, so that is how that also you can use here. Now, same on these terms, if at all I want to write another question or another expected question, what could be that? It can obviously be difference between a having and where clause. Which means what? Where means what? Generally, it filters the rows before any aggregation occurs. This is what you need to remember, or aggregation happens. Whereas what is having, it filters aggregated data after applying group by clause. This is what you need to remember, and this is what you need to tell in the interview if they are asking. very important. These three questions are very important. Both on, I mean, they are very similar to each other, but we need to know how they work here. Okay. So if at all I want to show you the example, how will I write? Simple where statement, how will I write? Select, e name, comma, salary, comma, department number from EMP, where department number is equal to 20. Simple. If I write like this, we are filtering the records for department number 20. I will get only those departments. But if at all I want to write a having statement, how will I write again? Okay, simple. Select department number, comma, average salary I'm trying to do, right? Average salary as from EMP, group by what? Group by department number. So now what is this query doing till here? It is giving average salary for each department here, right? So we are grouping by department number. Now if at all I want to filter anything, so if I run this, what will happen? I'll get some records. Now if at all I want to use having condition, how will I use? Having average underscore salary greater than, maybe greater than 2000 I need. So we should technically get only these two records. Okay. So I can write like this also. Okay, I'm just correcting the statement here. Okay, it gave us only those two records. So that way also you can use having and where clauses together. Okay. So again, this is something new that is important. So, I mean, sometimes they might ask you, like, say, write a statement using CTs, or, what is CT? This is important. Okay. In real time industries, many organizations or many projects or many team so follow this structure where they write any SQL that is given using the CTs, common table expressions we call. Okay. Common table expressions. What is this? It is a temporary result set that simplifies a complex query. Simple. Okay. It is a temporary result set that simplifies a complex query. Example, how will I write CTE here? If at all I want to show you a simple CTE, we will write. Okay. With what is the name of the CTE that you want? Okay. So I'll just write, salary employees, something that, whatever you feel right, you can write as. Now, this is the standard syntax still here. It will start with. After that, what is the CT that you are going to name? So I'm going to name that as salary employee. Okay. As, and then open the bracket. After that, what you write, whatever the SQL statements that you want to write here, that should get executed. So I'm writing select name, comma, salary from EMP, where salary is greater than 4000. Example I'm taking. Okay. Now after this, what I'm closing here, this statement. So this is my statement or SQL statement that I'm executing in this. Now this CTE will have the result set of this. Now below this, I will write whatever the SQL statement I want to bring. Select star from sal underscore EMP. Okay. So when I run this, I will get only those records. So this is how you should start and learn how to write CDs and how to execute them. Very, very important if at all you want to improve your SQL standards. Okay. So in interview, suddenly he will ask you how to write a simple, SQL query using CTE. Then you can use this simple statement that can help you a lot. Okay. So this is our 86th question here. Again, every question that we discussed is important, guys. Keep learning and keep practicing every day. So if you need this, whatever I have created till here, I have all in the same file. If you need this, just comment it, or email me. I'll just send you that. Okay. So how does a SQL handle null value? How does a SQL handle null values? So for to handle null values in SQL, we have some functions called as, like, say, null functions we have, or we have is null or is not null functions. This we can use to check if a particular record or a particular column some has null values in that or not. Okay, like, say, if I go here, I'm just showing you some example here. Select a star from emp. Okay, again we will take this example only, we will learn. So if you see here under commission column, we have some nulls, right? So we are going to play with that, where commission is null. Now if I do that, what will happen? Only those records which have null should come. We got only those records, whereas commission is not null. In this case, we will get only those records that are not null. Now you see, there are four employees which have got some commissions, like that. Okay, so play wisely with this null and not null functions in a SQL. They give you very, important results and all. So next is again a union versus union all. I think we have discussed this again, but I got it again. Select, I mean, sorry, difference between union versus union all. This is important. Even in Tableau, it is important. So I'm just taking the same example. Select the star from EMP, union, select the star from EMP. Let us simply observe the results. Okay. So when I do this, when I run this, how many records are we getting here? If you observe, 14 records I am getting, right? So even if I run this simple say select star from EMP, we are getting 14 records only, which means in EMP table I have got only 14 records. I got all of that, right? So now when I'm running this union query, I'm getting only 14. But instead, if I am getting running union all, now what will happen? You see, it is giving us 28 records, which means union all gives duplicates, whereas union eliminates duplicates. This is what you need to remember. So do not get confused. Write this statement multiple times so that you remember whenever you get this question again in future. Okay. So next is again, I think, difference between delete, truncate, and drop. Again, we have discussed about this. Delete removes a specific column. Truncate, removes the data and table. Drops deletes the table as well. Okay. Next is again on the same lines, we have another question. Difference between row number, rank, and dense rank, these three. So this is simply based on how the number is generated for each column here. Basing on that only, it is going to, they are defined. So simply if I write select e name, comma salary from employee, I'm trying to do. Okay. This is employee name and salary. Now we will use these three and find out the difference. So first thing what I'll do, first I will write row number. So this is simply generates row number. Okay. Over. So we need to use over, and then open the bracket, order by sal descending as row num from EMP. Now if I run, So now this is generating only row number here. Okay, irrespective of what the value is. Same thing if at all I want to write for rank, how will I do? Let us just hit enter here. Okay, I'm just giving. Now basing on the rank, it is going to generate the number. That's it. That is what you need to remember here. Rank over order by salary descending as I am going to rank num. Okay, so I'm just giving comma here. You see, this is based on rank. Now observe this and this is based on salary only. So 5000 has got the first rank. Dense rank means same thing, but how the rank or the number is given whenever there is a same rank available in the data set, or when there are two same salaries, what kind of rank should I give? Basing on that only this will be decided. So this is your dense rank. Okay, so I'll just write it as dense rank here. Okay, so these are about your row number, rank, and dense rank. I hope this has helped you and given you some clarity. Now, from the next video, again, we will talk about some scenario-based questions. They are little, advanced in nature. So let us see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, and have a good day.